Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Janine, please?
Can you put me on your do not call list, please?
Well, you don't even know who I am or why I'm calling.
I'm not interested, okay? Please put me
You
on
might
your
be
do not call
interested.
list.
I'm not trying to sell you anything. This is Jubal from Brooke Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
A radio show?
Yes, I don't want you to buy anything. Can I talk to you for a second, please? I'll make it quick. I'll get to the point, okay? You recently went on a date to the zoo and puked.
What?
That was quick and to the point.
How did you know that?
I know that because the guy you went out with, Brad, he wanted us to call you because you haven't been answering any of his phone calls or text messages. So he thought maybe we could find out what happened and why you don't want to go out with him again.
Why do you think I wouldn't call him back? That was probably the worst date. No, that was definitely the worst date I've ever had.
It sounds horrific. Like, not only just like the allergic reaction or whatever happened to you and the puking, but the monkeys freaking out and children crying.
Wow. He told you everything. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's okay. Great.
He also told us that he really liked you and isn't weirded out by the fact that you threw up all over the monkeys.
Not on the monkeys.
No, he's just being nice. I mean, I projectile vomited everywhere. It was disgusting. Like, kids were crying. It was the worst. And I even had an issue downstairs too. Just to round it all out. So,
oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, girl. But here's the thing. If this guy still wants to get a hold of you, he obviously really likes you. If you can do all of that on a first date and he still thinks you're awesome.
Honestly, I think he's probably just being nice because I can't imagine anyone wanting to go back out with me.
Well, I mean, he went to a radio show to call you because he wanted to go out with you again, and I don't think he knows about your downstairs issue, whatever that was, because he didn't bring that up.
Oh, poor thing.
Well, I think I blamed it on the monkeys. So.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
What did you feel like when your mom finally came?
Oh, my God. Who wants to, cry in front of a guy to their mom? But I kind of did because I was mortified.
Oh,
it was just embarrassing.
You're okay now, though, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just my ego. But, yeah. I've had a lot of allergies my whole life, and it's just weird allergies, like strawberries, orchids, shark. Whoa. I'm just embarrassed by the whole thing. I don't even know what to say to him. So I'd rather just stay away.
So that is why you're not calling him back. You're not calling him back because you're embarrassed about vomiting and all the other bodily functions that happened.
Yes. How could we ever come back from an experience like that?
Well, I think that just means that you guys have moved to the next stage in your relationship. A lot of people put pride in that. They're like, we're so close, we go to the bathroom with the door open. You're like, I don't even wait for a bathroom. I get in the zoo. You guys are close now.
I don't know.
Well, I'd be interested to see how he feels, and we can ask him because he's actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Janine.
Oh, my God. You've been listening this whole time?
Yep.
Oh, my God. Okay. Awesome.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just glad you're okay. It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, I'm fine, except my ego, I guess. Really just poured out my insides to you, didn't I?
Well, I've seen them before.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. I guess if you take that literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about all the other stuff.
Yeah, didn't really want you to know about the other stuff, but okay.
I know it was crazy. It was a crazy date. There's no getting around that. But through it all, I'm glad it was with you. And up until that point, it was the best date I'd ever been on. And
hey,
I don't know. I was so worried about you after I didn't hear from you, and I don't know. I can't get you out of my head, and I could see us going somewhere, and yeah, I was worried.
Wow. Oh my God, that's so sweet.
I know, it's so cute. I'm gonna explode.
I know. It makes me want to crap my pants right now.
Stop it, Jubal.
That's what I do when I get excited.
I know you're saying these nice things right now. I don't know, just because you're on the radio or something, but you saw me throw up like The Exorcist, projectile vomit. So I guess I can't trust that you're being honest because I can't imagine that you'd want to kiss me after that. I'm just being completely honest.
I get that. Look, I didn't want you then, but it didn't mean I didn't want you ever. What's a little puke? It's not that big of a deal, and it's a little allergy problem. That's nothing.
Yeah, but it's more than just going to the zoo. I have allergies to everyday things. There are going to be things that I don't even know I'm allergic to that come up later on. and it could happen again. So
I don't mind puke. Like, I could do puke all day. Like, I puke with you, hold your hair when you puke. Like,
All right.
Oh my God, you found your vomit soulmate.
Yeah.
I mean, we can be in a plastic bubble on our dates. Like, or bring airplane bags for you to throw up in. Like, I really don't care. That's not the point. As long as we're together doing it, nothing else should really matter.
That's pretty impressive, Janine.
Oh, come on, Janine.
What do you think? Do you want to go out with him again? Would you go out with Brad one more time on a second date? We will pay for it.
If you say no, you are crazy.
I mean, Brad, are you serious? Do you seriously want to go out again? Like, seriously, non-radio, like us.
There's not a doubt in my mind. Absolutely.
Janine, what do you need this man to say? He likes you.
I know. It's going to be so embarrassing. It'll be so embarrassing to see him again.
No.
Whoa.
It can't get any worse than me watching you puke into a monkey cage. So please, just give me a second chance, and I promise everything is going to be great this time. It's going to be okay.
What do you think, Janine? One more chance.
Okay. Yes.
You'll do it?
I'll do it.
All right, awesome.
Oh, yay.
I'll do it.
Congratulations, Brad. You got a second date.
Did it.
Yeah.
We'll be sure to send you somewhere where there's plastic on the floor just in case things go bad.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Can I speak to Paul, please?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, what's up, Paul? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm assuming you probably don't know what Brooke and Jubal in the morning is because you're a bartender and you work late at night and we work early mornings.
Yeah. What are you?
Well, my name is Jubal and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's me, and then Brooke is also here,
Hey, Paul.
and Jose is here as well.
Hey, what up?
Okay.
Yes.
So, why are you calling me?
Well, because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Who would that be?
Well, it's a girl that you met while you were working at the bar. I guess you're a bartender?
Yeah, that narrows it down.
Yeah. Yeah, I meet a lot of women on the bar.
We heard
Yeah,
you were
I figured.
a dreamy bartender.
Well, I won't deny that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured you'd meet a lot of women, but this one I think you would remember because you kicked down a door for her.
Okay. That was Natalie.
Yes, it was.
All right.
It was Natalie, and she emailed us and told us about your crazy night. She also said that you haven't texted her or called her back since then, and she's wondering why.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had.
Okay, wait, I have to know. How long did you stay that night?
Hold on, how much do you guys know?
Well, we know that she was pretty hammered, and then you guys went back to her place, and she didn't have her keys, so she had you kick the door in, and then you made out on the couch before she fell asleep. That's all she told us.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah, it was going great. Everything, the date was fine, and she was pretty drunk, but, I mean, we made out, and that was it, and she passed out on the couch, so I put a blanket over her, and I left the apartment, and then in the morning, which was like 2-3 hours later, I checked back in on her with some coffee and a bagel because I knew she'd be pretty hungover.
That's really nice of you.
Well, thank you. I guess I am a dreamboat.
Yeah. I'm like, maybe that may be the most shocking part of this whole thing to me.
Yeah.
So what'd you find?
I'm outside the place with the coffee, and there's a ton of cops, and I'm asking this girl next to me, like, what happened? And she says that apparently someone broke into one of the apartments the night before.
And you're like, oh, I think I know who that was.
That was me. So as soon as I heard what happened, I'm knowing, like, okay, they're all looking for me, so I probably shouldn't speak up or say anything about this.
Yeah.
So I just hung out and drank that coffee outside. And
Just to see what would happen next?
yeah, well, actually, I was chatting with the girl who told me the story, and she was actually pretty good looking, and we hit it off pretty nicely, and I haven't said anything about that night to anyone until right now.
Wait,
Oh.
you were hitting on the girl?
Well, she was kind of hitting on me a little more, but yeah, we chatted outside for a bit, and we're still hanging out. We're still seeing each other.
And she doesn't know the story?
That's awesome. Yeah, does she have any idea? And so you've never told her that you were the one that kicked in that door?
No, I was just a passerby on the street.
Just checking it out.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Coffee and bagel in hand.
And now you're dating someone that lives in the same building as Natalie.
Yeah, pretty crazy, right?
Oh my God, it got crazier.
Yeah. Man, Natalie, I don't think is going to take this well.
Well, I wasn't planning on telling her.
Yeah, but unfortunately you kind of did because Natalie's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Come on.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe this.
Holy she's really there? Oh my God, I thought you were kidding.
No.
Nope. Sorry. I know you wish I was.
Well, we're talking to some other girl. Who is it? Because I know just about everybody in my complex. Who is it? And they are not cute. Who is it, Paul?
I'm not getting them in trouble too. Look, you don't need to freak out. We're not even dating. You're not my girlfriend.
I'm not freaking out. I just wonder you can't even call me back. What's the big deal? Send me a text.
You were so drunk I didn't even know you'd remember me.
Okay, I was tipsy. And we had so much fun.
Hold on. No, you fell asleep while we were making out.
Yeah, because I felt really comfortable with you.
That's what it was.
Oh my God. That was the best line you maybe have said this whole time, Natalie.
You felt so comfortable that you fell asleep mid-kiss.
What's the big deal? It was my birthday. We spent my birthday together. That was special.
Oh.
It was so crazy. I literally was put in handcuffs. You would have died.
Well, actually, I did see you in those handcuffs when they were walking you out of the building. But I don't know. I was having a pretty good conversation.
Oh, that's cold. What does she have that I don't have? Really, put us head to head. What does she have that I don't? Exactly. Can't even think of it.
She hasn't fallen asleep while making out yet.
Oh my God, you were just as tipsy. We did shots together.
I will say, Paul, I mean, you must have liked her if you were going to bring her a bagel and coffee for recovery time.
We had fun. I'll admit that, yeah.
Are you exclusive with this new girl, or is it just still in the casual dating phase?
We're figuring it out.
Well, let's figure it out, too.
I mean, isn't all this kind of weird for you, hearing that I talk with this other girl and everything? You really want to see me again?
Yeah, I do. I mean, whatever. Life is life. Things happen. But I think we had something. And I just want to have more fun with you.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, my God.
Let's just hang out. We're fresh. Yeah.
I'd be down to hang out. I just don't think we should hang out around your apartment building.
Oh, my God. That is so sketchy, Paul.
Totally.
And then, Paul, would you like to go out on a second date with Natalie? We'll pay for it.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, I'm down.
I told you.
I knew it. I knew it.
Red flags everywhere.
We're going to have some
Yeah,
fun.
great. I mean, I'm down. Again, though, not around your apartment.
Oh, my God.
Paul, is this because you broke down the door or because of the other girl?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Can I speak to David, please?
This is him.
David, what's up, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. You got a second?
The radio?
Yeah, the radio station, moving 92.5. Just giving you a call.
Yeah, what's this about?
Well, I wanted to call and talk to you about a girl named Naomi that you know.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? She goes to CrossFit with you?
Yeah.
All right. You and her went out on a date, was it like a week ago? She said you had a good time, but you haven't been calling her back, and we're calling to ask why.
And I'm on the radio right now?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
part of it there. Sorry, dude.
Okay. I haven't spoken to Naomi since our date.
Okay. Do you feel comfortable telling us why?
Not really.
It's that embarrassing?
Does she know you're calling?
Yeah, she does. It's actually a segment that we do on our show where people email us to call someone that blew them off after a date.
Okay.
So she's totally cool with you telling us why you didn't call her back.
She wants to know.
I actually, I had a good time on the date. I really did. And right after I showed her Facebook picture to a buddy of mine.
You showed her Facebook picture to a buddy of yours? Is that what you said?
Yeah, just to say who I went out on the date with.
Okay.
And
he more or less knew her already.
And when you say know her, he knew her like biblically knew her?
Sort of. You've seen her before in a feature film.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay.
Like, wait, hold. Like, not a film that you can see in a regular movie theater film?
Like a film you'd search and look for.
Oh my!
Are you sure that she just doesn't look like that girl?
We went then and watched the video, and it is for sure her.
No way.
Naomi,
Yeah.
is this true?
Okay, yeah, it's true, but that was a long time ago. I was
Okay.
19 when I did that. I am like a completely different person now, and it just,
Oh,
it's like totally shows how your past can come back to burn you. Like, that is from so long ago.
Was it? Well, let me ask you this, Naomi. Was it like a professional video, or was it like something amateur that ended up on the internet?
It was like a bootleg professional. I mean, but I was like, I knew the guy that it was in the film. Like, he wasn't a complete stranger or anything. And I don't do anything like that anymore. And I don't know how you saw that film, but like, it is not who I am.
That's crazy.
Why did you do it, Naomi?
I was just like a really wild and crazy teenager. I was partying a lot. I wasn't in my right mind, you know?
Okay. David.
Yeah.
So her being in this adult movie, too much for you?
I don't hate on it, whatever. I'm probably not somebody I'd want to be in a relationship with.
So Naomi, just now that it's all out there, how many times did you do this? Like, are there a bunch of videos out there of you? Can I have some?
There's just 3, but it is
There's
not who I am anymore. And the thing is, too, is like, haven't you ever done anything that you've regretted and you learned from your mistakes and you grew as a person? Didn't realize I was going on a date with someone that's perfect.
Yeah, I think that's a question for David. David, I think she's talking to you. Have you ever done anything that you regretted?
Of course, and I'm no offense for you. It's just like, I don't think I would want, to be in a relationship with a porn star.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's not anymore. And how long?
I'm not a porn star, and the fact that your friend had seen it, and it's not even that popular. That popular of a.
David, if you had never seen this, you would have gone back out with her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and there's no way you can erase from your memory what you already saw.
Not really.
All right.
I mean, it would be.
Can't you just think of it like it was my naughty twin sister or something? Work through this.
I don't know if that's helping the situation, Naomi.
I know. It's just, I really like this. I like you, David, and I made a mistake, but it doesn't. I'm not perfect. I admit that, but I have like grown so much as a person since I did those films.
All right. We will send you on a second date. We'll pay for it if you'll go out with Naomi again. Will you go on a second date with Naomi?
I'm gonna have to pass. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you find someone that's absolutely perfect, David, that has never done anything wrong in their past. It sounds like you want, I don't even know, like somebody super prim and proper.
Well, maybe just someone where your buddies can't watch them having sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't mean to be mean.
Naomi, I'm sure there's plenty of guys out there who would, be comfortable with that.
Love it, actually.
Naomi, I actually would think it would be awesome. I'm not even trying to joke. Like, I would date a girl that had done that. I'd date a current porn star, but I'm weird.
Yeah.
So, Naomi, you got your answer.
Yeah, well, at least I know, and I do want someone that I can be completely honest with about things that I've done, and I guess that it's better to know in the beginning because I don't always want to have to be defending myself in my past.
Yeah.
Like, I've made mistakes, but everyone has.
It's better you find out now than later. Email us anytime, whatever you need. Email us some links too. That'd be awesome.
No, Jubal. No,
Pictures,
no.
whatever. Yeah.
Naomi, we'll help you forget that part. Okay.
Okay.
All right, bye. I find it funny that Naomi spelled backwards is I moan.
What is wrong with you? What?
Only you would catch that, dude.
Seriously.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Skylar?
This is her.
Hey, Skylar, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm good.
Nice. I should continue I should continue speaking to you. Have you heard of the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning before?
Yes, I haven't listened to it, but a friend of mine listens to that show.
Okay. Well, that's where I'm calling from, and we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. You probably don't know what that is, so I'll explain it. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, that person can email us to get you on the phone and figure out what happened. And we got an email about you from a dude named Ethan. Sorry, a scout named Ethan.
Wait, oh my God, this is a second date?
Yes, yes it is.
So your friend has told you about those?
Yes.
Well, congratulations, because you're about to be the star of one, because Ethan is wondering why you won't call him back after what he describes as a great first date.
What did he tell you about the date?
Oh my God, he told us that it was amazing.
Yeah, he told us that you guys really connected. You had a lot of Me Too conversations where it's like, I like this, me too, I like this, me too. And ended the date with he bought a Duraflame log, and then you guys had a campfire in the middle of an alleyway. And it sounded more romantic the way that he told it. But and you guys made out and everything else. He thought it was great, but now you're not calling him back and he doesn't know why.
Yeah, I mean, the fire was a really sweet sentiment, I guess, but...
Even though you couldn't eat whatever you were cooking over the fire because of the chemicals from the Duraflame log?
Yeah, also, I don't know how contained that was, so...
Wait, it wasn't just like you've run out of time and you meant to call him back. Like, there's a reason you're not calling this guy back?
I don't know. After the campfire, I could tell that he really liked me, and he was really sweet. He drove me home, and right before he dropped me off, he asked if he could take me on a weekend getaway, which is also like a very romantic thing to ask, but not after we just met.
But he was going out on a limb, man. I mean, don't you want a guy to really like you at the end of a date?
Well, yeah, of course. But I just assumed that he wanted to do that because he was just trying to hook up with me.
Oh, so you're thinking that he doesn't want to go on a weekend getaway for romance. He just wanted to take you away so he could hook up with you.
Yeah, it's not just the fact that he asked me to go on a weekend getaway. It's the timing, you know? Like, he asked me and he wants to go that fast. Like, he wants to go next weekend. And that's a red flag because how fast is he moving in other aspects? You know, does he not know how to have a relationship?
But you can't just tell him, I don't feel comfortable with that. We should go on a few more alleyway cookouts. and then maybe a weekend getaway. You just stop talking to him?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot. And I think it just kind of threw me off guard. So I guess I should tell him that. I've just been trying to think about how to say it in a way that's not going to hurt his feelings, I guess.
Oh, well, okay. I got good news for you then, Skylar.
What's up?
You did say it because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Hey, how's it going, Skylar?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that he was already there. Like, I thought you guys were going to call him.
No,
God.
that's the That's the beautiful part of these. We're big liars, and he's been on the phone the whole time.
Are you embarrassed?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed.
You shouldn't be. I'm glad that you said all that stuff. It totally makes sense. I understand.
What?
But listen, I mean, like, I'm a very romantic person when something inspires me to be very romantic.
Oh.
Yeah, but Ethan, I understand that you have really strong feelings, but, like, do you usually ask people out on vacation right when you meet them? Because that's a lot. Like,
I
just want you to be in my shoes. Like, it's a little scary to go out of town with someone you don't really know.
Yeah, I kind of see that now. I guess I was just wrapped up in the moment of being like, this is fun and silly, and what else can we do that is spontaneous like what we did tonight? And we don't even have to, like, stay in the same bed or, like, hotel when we go off and, like, go on a trip or something together. I guess I was just trying to find ways or an excuse to spend time with you.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're asking me to go out on a vacation, and we've only been on one date, so I need you to slow your roll just a little bit.
But Skylar, if he hadn't had said that, where were you at on the date? Like, all the way up until he asked you for a weekend getaway. What was your thought about him?
I was having fun. You know, I want to take things slow, though. I want to get to know someone. You know, like, the date was great. We got to do something weird and crazy and fun, and obviously a very memorable date.
Maybe there's other weird, crazy, fun things you could do on a weekend getaway. Like, super weird. You don't know.
Super weird? Not really helping, Juice.
Oh, my God.
Look, the only reason why I feel like I am jumping ahead so quickly is I just felt like we had a really awesome time, and I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like I'm actually kind of falling for you.
Oh, wait, you're falling for me? Stuff like that, Ethan. Like, you need to be careful about what you're saying to me this early on.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out how to say what I'm feeling inside. But I'm going to slow my roll. I can practice slowing my roll.
Yeah. If you just marry him, Skylar, he'll slow his roll a little bit. You know? Hey, Skylar, would you like to go out with Ethan on a second date? We'll pay for it. Just a regular date.
Yes.
So just to clarify, we're not talking about a vacation anywhere or like a couple's massage or anything. Right? This is like a very normal date.
That's what I'm thinking. Ethan, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Absolutely, totally normal. And if you want to go to Dubai for the weekend as well, we can do that.
Dubai.
I'm joking.
Okay. I don't know if you are. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Okay, so Skylar, what do you say?
Yes, I will go on a second date,
Yay!
but I really want to take it slow and just get to know each other.
Okay.
Ethan, that means dinner.
All right.
Just dinner.
And we'll talk slow. I'll speak really slowly, too.
Everything slow.
Slow.
Okay.
All right. Well, congratulations, Ethan. You got your second date.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And Skylar, you're sure you want to go out with Ethan again?
I do.
Oh, don't say those words to Ethan.
I mean, I will.
Okay, there you go. That's better.
Hello,
Hi, is Rachel there?
this is Rachel.
Rachel, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
A radio show?
Yes. It is a morning show,
Uh-huh.
and we're calling you to see if you'll come on the air with us for a few seconds and talk to us.
Why?
Because you recently went out with a listener of ours.
I did?
Yeah. And he emailed us and wanted us to call you and ask why you're not going out with him on a second date.
Okay.
His name is Doug, and I'm sure you probably remember Doug because I'm assuming he's one of the only dates you could have gone on that made a list of things that he likes about you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know Doug.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so Doug emailed us, right? And he told us about your date, said that he had a great time with you, but since your date, he's been getting like one-word responses from you, and it's obvious that you don't want to go out with him again. But Doug really wants to see you and is wondering if he did something wrong when you two went out, and if you wouldn't mind telling us what that is.
He's fine. He was a nice guy. He's just a little different.
Was he too much? Maybe came on too strong, too quickly?
No, I mean, it wasn't that. It was just, if you guys talk to him, can you just let him know that I said thanks so much for the date and that he's a really nice guy?
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk to him about this whole thing, and I appreciate you staying on the phone with us. I do. I just want to ask you, because he told us about everything, and he feels really bad about making a list of the 10 things that he liked about you. Doug, I don't know if he shared with you, hasn't been out on a date in a long time, so he's a little out of practice. You made him nervous because he likes you a lot. Was it the list?
I mean, the list was weird. It was definitely one of my more awkward moments on a date.
Okay.
But, yeah, I was nervous and it was fine and I understood it. And that was okay. That wasn't the main problem.
Okay, well, do you mind telling us what the main problem is? Doug wants to know.
I don't want to come off as sounding, like, weird and rude and petty, but he kept making really weird faces, like a nervous tick almost, like, I don't know, like Tourette's of the face. It's so hard to explain. It was so weird, and I wanted to ask if there was something wrong with him, but I felt it was too rude to do that.
Yeah, that's understandable. Hey, what's wrong with your face?
Exactly. And, I mean, he was so sweet, and he was clearly so nervous, and he's a good person. I really couldn't see myself doing that.
We don't know much about Doug other than he listens to the show, and he seems like a nice guy when we talk to him. Is it obvious that he has a facial tick, or do you think, like, what do you think he was doing with his face that made you so uncomfortable?
Honestly, you guys, I have no idea. It was so weird.
What did it look like?
Like he was in pain. Like every once in a while, it would do this weird, like, grimace thing. But it was just, like, totally random. Like, nothing was going on.
Did you ask him if he was okay? Like, if he was honestly in pain, or?
I did never feel like there was a right time to do that, because it was always kind of in the middle of stuff happening, and all of a sudden he would just throw this face, and I'd be like, but it can't be like that, because that'd be really horrible and rude.
Rachel,
oh my God, I'm sorry, I can't take it anymore. I have to interject here.
Hey, Rachel, that's Doug. He's actually on the other line.
Oh God.
Hey, Rachel.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Are you okay? I mean, really, I can ask you now because I'm not sitting in front of you, but are you okay?
Well, I had a surgical procedure recently, and I thought I was doing a really good job at like concealing it, but I was actually in a lot of pain.
What?
And I was, I guess I was just so taken in with you that I was trying really hard to ignore the pain that I was actually in.
Doug, what kind of surgery did you have?
Well, I had a really kind of unfortunate bicycle accident.
Okay.
And so embarrassing to be doing this on the radio. I basically injured myself downstairs.
You had surgery on it?
Yeah. I was mountain biking with my buddy, and I went off a little jump, and it just landed wrong.
Doug, you were,
Man, that sucks. I'm sorry, dude.
You were talking to her for weeks. Why didn't you just wait?
Well, because she's so wonderful, and I know that if I waited, that someone else would just snatch her up.
Rachel, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think about that? It wasn't a weird face thing it's a weird something else that he has making his face do that.
Oh, geez. That's awful, and I cannot believe you went through a whole date without saying anything if you were in that much pain. That's crazy.
I was really just trying to focus on the great time that I was having and that I thought we were having.
You are so sweet, but please don't, sacrifice your body for a date.
Rachel, what if Doug would have said, hey, let's go out maybe a couple weeks from now because I got some problems, some strained muscles down south? You would have been pretty understanding about that, wouldn't you?
I mean, I probably would want to know a little bit more about what's going on and, the long-term effects and all that stuff. But, I mean, yeah, don't, throw yourself under the bus on someone else's behalf. That's crazy.
But you're so great, I thought it was worth it.
Doug, is everything going to be working in the future in that department? I'm just looking out for her best interest. That's all.
Yes, the doctor said that I'd be back to 100% in another month or two.
Oh, look at
All right, so
you'll have to take things slow if you guys continue to date.
So, Rachel, would you like to go out with Doug again, knowing what you just learned? We'll pay for a second date if you give him another shot.
Only if he's well enough to go.
Okay, Doug, are you well enough to go on a second date, or do you need a couple more weeks?
I'm good to sit at dinner and things like that, taking it slow, but we couldn't probably do
I think
more.
we know what you're saying, Doug. All right. Well, congratulations, and we'll send you guys out on a second date for some dinner. Yes. We'll pay for it, and then anything else is up to you guys and Doug's timeline.
Rachel, I'm so happy. Thanks for giving me another shot. I will definitely make it up to you.
Yeah, he'll make it up to you in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Leslie, please?
Yes, this is her.
Hey, Leslie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke Jubal in the Morning.
Hi?
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
What exactly is this regarding?
It's regarding somebody that you recently went on a date with.
What?
Yeah. You recently went out on a date with somebody that listens to our show, and you haven't been calling them back, so he actually emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you've been blowing him off.
Who is it?
His name is Henry.
Oh, Lord.
You remember Henry? He said that you guys met at a 5K and then went out for lunch after?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a reason why you're not calling Henry back? He says he's tried to get a hold of you a bunch.
There definitely is a reason.
Do you mind sharing it with us so that we can tell him?
I don't even know what happened. It was like, when I met him at the road race, he was really funny. He was, telling some jokes, and I thought that was kind of cute. And
he said that he made a little bet with you before you guys started running.
Yeah, he did. It was kind of cute. It was a little cocky, but it was cute.
All right, well, it sounds like you liked him a lot, so what was it that turned you off?
Well, it was a normal date at first. We sat down, and we were talking about my job.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the conversation went from my job to sex.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? How do you even make that transition?
I have no idea. all of a sudden he started asking about me and my sexual experiences with other people and other women, and I was like, what? Where did this come from?
And just out of the blue, nowhere, he just goes down a weird sexual path on you.
Yes, out of nowhere. It just caught me off guard. I didn't know what to do, so I just went along with it.
Oh my God, you did?
Yeah, I mean, what would you do if you were in my situation? Like, he just started talking to me about multiple partners, and I was stuck. I had no idea what I was doing. It was like an out-of-body experience, really.
We talked to him, and he said that you guys both mutually started talking about all kinds of sexual stuff.
No. He definitely brought it up. And all I wanted to do was get out of there. That was all that I was thinking about. Like, how can I end this lunch so that I can, like, leave as fast as possible?
Why didn't you tell him that those are totally inappropriate questions during a lunch date and you're just not comfortable?
I mean, I guess I was so in shock about how the conversation just took a turn sexual.
That is so weird. We talked to him, and like I said, he was just like, oh, she started talking about it, and then we both started talking about it.
I had nothing to do with it. And actually, at one point, he said, and I quote, "Oh, I'm totally into that. I'd be down for that." And I didn't even say anything sexual at all.
That is, I wonder what he was thinking he'd be down for. Wouldn't you love to ask him?
Oh, my God.
No, I don't ever want to talk to him
That's
again.
a shame, because Henry's actually on the other line listening right now.
Oh, my God.
Henry.
He's on the phone?
Yes, he is. Henry, how are you going to explain yourself? What were you doing?
I don't understand. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, you were absolutely talking about sex stuff. And, you know, I mean, I hate to say it, but,
Henry,
like, you
I'm sorry, but I never brought up sex. Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, what about all the bi talk, you know?
What? Whoa.
The what?
You said you were bi. And so I was like, oh, you're telling me you're, like, opening up for something. I'm like, okay.
Oh, my gosh. No, I never said I was bi. Where did you get that from?
You said you were. You said you were bi-coastal. And so I just, you know, I mean, I started.
Oh, my gosh.
What? You said you were bi-coastal like 4 times. And
Yes, I said I was bi-coastal. Bi-coastal is not bisexual. Bi-coastal means I work on both the East and West Coast.
Oh my gosh.
Not bisexual, meaning I have multiple partners. There's definitely a huge difference.
I mean, I thought it was like a slang term for that.
No.
I mean, who
No,
says bi-coastal? Who says bi-coastal like that?
A lot of people say bi-coastal, Henry.
People that are bi-coastal.
Are you serious, Henry, right now?
Oh, no.
I don't know what to say. I thought that's what it was.
So you like launched into a line of questions about her sexuality because you thought that she was confessing to you that she was bisexual?
Yeah, I guess that's what I thought.
Oh, Henry. Yeah, bicoastal is a very popular phrase for people that work on both the East and the West Coast. And so was it after she said that you were like, ooh, I'm into that?
She just jumped into it.
She kept talking. She kept talking about it, so I thought, oh, she wants to talk about our sexualities. Okay.
Henry, you are such a dumb. I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Everything that
I really genuinely thought it was like a slang term. I'm not an idiot, and I thought you were trying to ask me if I was into it. So I was encouraging. I'm not like homophobic or bisexual phobic or something.
Obviously not. You're actually very pro bisexuality, judging from your conversation.
Henry, either way, I mean, mix up or no mix up, you don't ask about sexual experiences on the first date.
Oh, come on, Leslie. You can see that it was a mistake. It's almost endearing.
Thank you.
Right, that's the word right there.
Hey, Leslie, would you like to go out on a second date with Henry? We will pay for it.
Yeah, come on.
On whatever coast you want to be on, you freak.
You know, Henry, I don't know that I can really look at you seriously anymore after our first date. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry too.
Sorry, Henry.
I wish you the best, though, and now I hope that this was an educational experience for you, and you can take this and into your next dating experience.
At least you learned a new word today, Henry. And just out of precaution, I just want a tricycle is a bike with 3 wheels, in case anybody ever brings that up, okay?
Yeah, I'll pass the vocab test now.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to David, please? Hey, David, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. You ever check out the show?
Yeah, I've heard it a few times. I just kind of confused why you guys are calling me right now.
Because somebody emailed us about you, David.
About me?
Yep. Somebody that you recently went out on a date with. Her name is Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah. You probably remember who Amanda is because after your date, she ended up sending you some pretty mean text messages. And then, like, you texted her back that you had lost your phone or something.
Yeah.
Well, she feels really bad about that and wanted us to call you today to see if that's why you're not calling her back.
Man, I had lost my phone for a few days, so I wasn't able to contact her. And I get my phone back, and I get, like, just a slew of just mean text messages. And that kind of turned me off.
Yeah, I could understand that. Yeah. How mean were they?
Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to say them on the radio. They're pretty messed up.
Really?
Really?
Can you give us like a PG-13 version of what was on your phone?
We're taping this right now, too, so you can say it and we'll just beep it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I think it'd be really embarrassing to her, so I don't want to kind of put her in that position.
Yeah, but think about this, David. She's the one that emailed us to call you. She's already putting her business out there on the radio.
Uh-huh.
And I really want to know what she texted you. Because she wouldn't even really tell us. She just said, it was bad. That was her quote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were really bad.
Was it like the worst thing a woman has ever said to you bad?
I would go ahead and say yeah.
Wow.
Come on, David. Just give me one thing that she said.
Fine. 1 second.
Oh, is he going to text us?
Yeah,
no, I like it. Read it word for word. That's good. I don't want it to get...
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one.
Okay.
I've got one right here.
You actually saved him, David?
Yeah.
I would. They might be evidence in a court of law someday. You never know.
Of course, I had to save these. They were crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I guess I would keep them, too, just to be like, oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
So read one of them to us.
Okay, I got one right here. This one says, I'm sick of guys using me and throwing me away like a piece of trash.
Oh. ...
You're an ass.
All right.
Wow.
Here's another one.
Okay.
Just so you know, you're the worst lay I've ever had.
Oh, God,
She actually insulted how you were in bed.
Yeah, this is all really up. I mean,
But couldn't you understand? She didn't know you'd lost your phone. She was feeling vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable is one thing, but for her to send me these texts saying that I'm an ass, that I treated a lot of trash, and I'm terrible in bed.
Yeah.
That's not vulnerable. That's just crazy.
How many text messages total did you get from her in those 2 days?
Definitely more than 10.
Oh, my gosh. In
All
2
right.
days?
Wow.
It is understandable, David, why you didn't want to call her back and go out on another date with her.
I haven't even read the worst one yet to you.
Well, since we're putting it all out there, I think it's time to hear that one.
This one is the icing on the cake. Why don't you do the world a favor and chop off your own?
Oh, come on.
Man, she went ham. She went in on you, David.
I know. I'm saying that's completely psychotic.
Wow.
Yeah. David, what would you say back to her if you could say anything to her right now?
Please leave me the hell alone.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to let you say that to her because she's actually on the phone listening.
Are you kidding me?
I'm here. I'm right here. I feel really bad. I feel that. Wow. I'm really sorry.
What the?
Yeah, just hearing those back, that's really out of line. For me, it's so out of character for me, and I'm just
over 10 messages of the same kind of.
Well, I'm just really sorry about it. I don't know. You didn't call me back, and I figured, what the hell, we had a really good night, and I thought it was one of those things where, we have sex, and then you're out, you're done. I was just pissed. That's all. It was just stupid. I shouldn't have sent those bad texts because I didn't know you lost your phone. I just felt like you kind of ditched me. That's all.
I know all of that, but you just have to understand, that was super crazy for me. To get my phone back and to get all that, it kind of threw me through a whirlwind,
Yeah. Well, you have to know it was super crazy for me. I mean, we had this great night, we had sex, and then I didn't hear from you. So that felt super crazy. And honestly, I'm saying I'm sorry here. I really am sorry. I'm saying I'm sorry. It's like, man, why you don't, go on Facebook and send me a Facebook message and say that you
lost your phone? Like, that just really sucks. And you're like, oh, I just lost my phone. Like, who the loses their phone? Doesn't everyone need their phone all the time?
Amanda, you're doing a bad job apologizing.
Or proving that you're out of character in those text messages.
Well, what the hell? I called you guys for help here.
Yeah.
And I said I was sorry. I said it was really apologetic. Like, can't you understand how this would happen? Like, supposing you go home with someone, you think everything's great, and they never call you back.
Amanda,
like,
we know. You're right. You're right. You were very upset, but I'm just saying, when you're trying to apologize to him right now, but you're still kind of coming at him like you're mad.
I said I was sorry. What else do I have to do? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Amanda, do you think that, like, maybe you're not in a good place to be sleeping with people on a first date? I mean, because that's just kind of
it didn't feel like a first date because we've been talking on the phone for so long, and, like, you know, we really got to know each other, and everything was great, and you have a date. Like, who the like, 3-day rule? Like, nobody does that anymore. Everybody calls back right away. What the
Amanda.
Wow.
I haven't asked David if he'll go out with you again yet. You've apologized.
I apologize.
Okay. David,
sweet girl.
Amanda is saying sorry to you, and she would like to know if you will go on a second date with her. I will pay for a second date if you'll go out with Amanda again. Will you do it?
What the do you think is so funny? Like, what the hell? Supposing you go home with somebody and nobody calls you back. It's not funny. And you're being such a head anyway with this laughing.
You're a crazy
So I guess you guys aren't going to go out again then, huh?
No way am I going out with that ass again.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Amanda, I appreciate your fire, though. I really do. Yeah, spirit. A lot of spirit.
I'm just tired of going out with these heads who think, oh, I lost my phone. What the
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Kelly, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. How can I help you?
Well, somebody recently sent us an email about you, and I wanted to see if you had a few minutes to talk to us.
Someone sent you an email about me?
Yes.
Okay.
We do a segment called Second Date or Ditch. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then stop talking to them, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why.
So someone I dated emailed you. Who was it?
His name is Matt. And I wouldn't say that you guys necessarily dated, but you did meet one evening and go back to his place and mess around a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah. Yep, we know that. We know. So we talked to Matt a little bit after we got his email, and he told us sort of how you guys met, but he's confused why you're not calling him back. He asked us to get you on the phone and find out. That way he knows if he did something wrong.
So he asked you, or whatever, he reached out to find out.
Yes. And as we tell everybody who does these things, they're fully prepared to hear anything that you have to say.
Really?
I'll tell you what he thinks it is, okay? And then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. He thinks it's because his place wasn't ready, like, and he had boxes everywhere, and he said that he didn't have his trash set up, so there was beer cans, and so he feels like you might have thought his place was gross.
I mean, well, he did look like kind of extra homeless in there. Like,
So is that it?
I mean, no, I mean, I understand he was moving, you know, but I mean, it was dirty. I get it.
Okay.
But, no.
Sounds like everything was fine, and you guys had chemistry and liked each other.
I mean, we did up until a certain point.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? It sounds like you think something is funny.
I have to know.
Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear this.
So we're there at his place, kind of having a little, make-out situation happening, and he just stops, just abruptly just stops. And I'm looking because I'm trying to figure out what happened. Did something fall? Or what's wrong? And he says, "Hold on, I want to make it all nice for you." Huh? And I'm totally confused because I'm like, what, is he going to go make up a bed somewhere? Mm-hmm. No, this guy says, I want to make it all nice for you, and starts pointing down.
What? What is? Like he wants to put a bow on it?
I was like, it was just so weird. So he just hops up and jogs into the bathroom. And I'm sitting there waiting, so I hear clippers and stuff.
Oh, he's manscaping. All right.
Oh, my gosh.
So he stopped your makeout session to get up and go trim his area.
Edges.
Yeah.
I guess so. He didn't come out with a new haircut, so I guess so.
What did you say to him when he came out of the bathroom?
I just said, "Oh, look at that! It's late. I gotta go to bed."
I don't blame you.
That's
do not blame
interesting.
you.
I've never been in the situation where I'm making out with someone and been like, I mean, I've been where I'm like, oh man, I'm not the best down there right now, but I've never thought this is the appropriate time for me to stop and then go manscape right now. Yeah, or you keep it quiet.
Here's the thing, though. Not when she's like in the waiting room. Like she's there.
That's true. Did he actually say the words, "Let me make it nice for you" before he did it?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I wonder if he's tried that before and it's worked.
Oh, God.
I'd love to ask him that. Kelly, aren't you curious?
No, not really.
That's too bad because he's actually on the other line listening right now.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Like, that's really why?
I'm sorry. I mean, but that was really weird. I mean, who says that?
It's not that weird. What's wrong with me making sure I'm good for you? I'm looking out for you. I did it for you.
Well, not when I'm standing there ready to go.
I just figured you would appreciate that. I mean, do you like it messy?
In the future, when you're making out with a girl, don't stop her to go get your manscape on.
I normally take care of it, but I've been so busy with moving.
I hate that when I'm busy with other things and then don't have time to manscape. Why not just tough it out at that point and go, all right, this girl, we're going to do stuff. It's not the best right now, but just go ahead and power through.
Jubal, if that's how you think, you obviously don't get ready girls.
No, you know, maybe you're right. I just, hey, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
No, I was moving. I didn't even expect to meet a girl, and Kelly shows up just ready to go.
But, I mean, Matt, think about it. If the tables were turned and Kelly said, just wait a minute, and you heard a razor go in 5 minutes, like...
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, and you know what, Matt? I actually really would, too. Honestly, I really would. Yeah, if a girl was like, hang on, I'm going to go take care of some things and I'll be back. As a guy, I would think that would be great.
Yes.
See, that's what I mean. I was just trying to be respectful. Kelly, maybe the timing wasn't the best, but you got to admit, it was a nice gesture. And if you think about it, it's kind of thoughtful.
It really actually is.
It's like flowers, really.
He comes back out, shows her, she's like, oh,
Yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
And it's in the shape of a heart.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I'm not that talented.
I mean, you guys wanted me to be honest.
Yeah,
so
no.
I just figured I would tell you what happened.
Thank you very much for being honest. It's an amazing story. I would like to ask if you will go on a second date with Matt, though. I will pay for it.
He'll be ready.
Yeah, trust me. Matt, before you go on a date with Kelly, would you be manscaped before, right, if you knew it was a date?
Everything is done. I manscaped and my apartment is clean.
Oh, my God.
There you go, Kelly. You heard that. He's all ready to go. His apartment is clean. Everything is clean.
Oh, gross.
Oh, my God. I can't even believe I'm about to say this, but okay.
You'll do it? You'll go out with him again.
I will give him one more chance.
Honestly, I'm excited. I think we have a connection.
Hey, we've already had too much information here, Matt. I don't need to know all that, okay?
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Alana, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Alana, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning?
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
That's right. There's a lot of people that don't know who it is. It's a radio show, a morning radio show. How you doing?
Okay.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they wanted us to get a hold of you.
Okay. What's their name?
He's a southern gentleman who just kind of moved to town. Do you know what I'm talking about? His name is Jeff.
Yes, I do.
He actually emailed us and told us a little bit about your date and is confused as to why you're not calling him back, so he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
I don't know. I just didn't really work.
You didn't really work?
The whole date was just weird. There were little things that happened the whole date, and it just didn't really go well.
Okay, can you put it so that we can tell him, can you describe in your own words the date then? Because it sounds like more happened than what he told us. Yeah.
I mean, we're just really different, really, really different. I think during dinner, I went to use the restroom, and I got back, and I heard him pass gas.
At the table? Like, were you sitting back down or were you just coming up to the table? And
I was coming back to the table, and as I was sitting down, I definitely heard him pass gas.
Oh, bad timing.
So you were like, did he not notice that you were there yet and you were walking up and he farted?
Right, basically. He didn't say a single thing about it, and I just kind of sat there and thought, okay, well, I guess we'll just let this go.
Did you guys have that awkward moment where you both know that the other one farted and you kind of sit there in silence for a second, like, is somebody going to bring it up? And then you go,
I did, but he kind of seemed like it was totally fine.
Oh, but what is he going to say? I mean, you'd have to pretend like it didn't happen on your first date at dinner.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of tried to just forget about it, but then we get to paying for the check, and he tells me that he thinks he left his wallet in my car, and whatever. I mean, I get it. Like, maybe it just fell out of his pocket or something. So I gave him my keys, and I was praying that he wasn't going to, like, steal my car or do anything. But he came back, and he paid for the bill, and everything, everything was fine. And then, I really thought maybe I would go out with him again. But then I got home, and I was getting my bags and everything from my car, and I realized that the change in my change box in my car was completely gone.
No way.
Like, wait.
So you're accusing him of stealing the change out of your car?
100%.
Oh
No
my
Are you-
God.
100%.
Really?
I had quarters in there. I know I keep my change there as like my little, thing where I just throw my change. It was completely gone.
Why
All I
would
could
you
think was
steal?
that this hillbilly from the South took my change, stole from me. So I wasn't even gonna, he tried calling me, he texted me a couple times. I did not even want to respond. I don't even want to see him again. I don't want to hear from him. I can't even believe that, like, the audacity he would have to call a radio station knowing that he stole from me.
Oh, man.
You said you don't want to hear from him ever again.
Never again.
Okay, well, that's going to be tough because he's actually on the other line listening.
You actually noticed the change was gone for your car?
What is going on?
That's Jeff.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Lana, it's me. It's Jeff. I've been here the whole time. I mean,
I don't want to talk to you. Like, you know what you did, and I don't want to talk to you.
Alana, don't you think you're being a little paranoid, accusing Jeff of stealing the change out of your car? I highly doubt that Jeff took the change out of your car.
I took it.
What?
You did?
You actually stole change.
Oh, Lana, just listen for a second. I mean, first off, it was a couple bucks, and it was a tip. It was a tip.
You actually stole it?
I checked my wallet. Cash was a little bit low. I mean,
This is a joke.
I needed a little extra for the tip. It was only a couple bucks. Like, that's something I learned in the South. You tip good when you go out.
Yeah, but
Your own money.
I was going to pay it back on a second date. It totally slipped my mind to even mention
A
it.
second date? You really think I would go on a second date with you after you stole from me?
It's not stealing. I was borrowing it, and I was going to pay it back on the second date. We do that all the time in the South. It's no big deal.
you do, Jeff? Like, that's a common Southern thing to steal each other's car change and use it as a tip?
No, it ain't stealing. I'm not stealing nothing. I'm borrowing change. It's change.
Jeff, it's...
How often do you notice change in your car?
It's
I got
only-
change in my car. It's been there for a long time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's only
Yeah.
borrowing if you actually ask somebody for money and then tell them you're going to pay it back. You can't just take it.
I forgot.
Oh, my God. This is just all ridiculous. Jeff, I think you're a dumb hick.
Oh!
I don't understand why we're even having this conversation. I don't have any more time for this. Our conversation's done.
That was quick.
Oh, wow.
Jeff,
Damn.
you still there, man?
I don't get it. I was going to pay her back. It was a couple bucks
Yeah, but
from a car that I was going to use for the tip.
Jeff, you should probably ask before you do that, you know?
Look, man, it was my first date with her. I was nervous about everything else anyway, and I forgot. I forgot.
All right, well,
And
my advice to you would be next time, if you're ever in that position, don't steal somebody's cash from their car, man.
you keep saying stealing. I've heard it enough. I didn't steal nothing.
Hey, man, listen, I'm just telling you that you probably shouldn't take money from people's cars, even if it's like a Southern thing, like you said. It's definitely not done here.
Stop talking to me about all this. You DJ radio, high school rock. You don't know what the you're talking
Jeff,
about.
Oh, my God.
that's the first thing I will agree with you on. I am a radio host. I know that. Don't be so mad. I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah, well, a lot of help you are.
Did that just really happen?
We just got hung up on twice,
Wow.
which is impressive.
Not
That
bad.
might be a first time for that.
I didn't even get to ask if they wanted to go on a second date. I guess I'll have to email them. See if I can get them to go out again.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Kara, please?
Speaking.
Hi, Kara. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
This is who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Jubal. I'm sorry, I don't know who this is.
Okay. I'm calling from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
One of our listeners recently emailed us about you, asking if we could get you on the phone.
Someone wants me on the phone?
Yeah, sort of. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's basically if you go out on a date with somebody and then blow them off, they email us and ask if we can get you on the phone and ask if they did something wrong.
Who would do that?
His name is James, and you recently met him at a convention.
God, really?
Yep. James emailed us and asked if we could get a hold of you because you're apparently not answering any of his text messages.
Did you like James at all?
Well, I liked him on our date until the very end, but no.
Are you talking about the point where he asked if you wanted to go back to his hotel room?
He told you that?
Yeah, he did. He told us because we asked him about your date and about meeting you. He said that he really liked you, but he also felt like he kind of overstepped his bounds there, and he felt bad about it.
He kind of overstepped his boundaries? I mean, did he tell you everything?
That's all I know is that you guys met at a convention, went out for dinner, and he asked you to go back to his room, and that's the last he heard from you. That's all he told us.
Okay, so did he tell you towards the end of dinner, and I understand we've both had a couple of drinks, but did he tell you that he said to me, hey, you know, I'm in town every couple of weeks, and I would love to have you as my friend with benefits?
That is seriously what he propositioned you?
He was already trying to get me back to his place that night, which I figured out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not stupid. It's not my first convention, but just be like, hey, baby, I'm in town every couple of weeks. You could be my regular friends with benefits? What the hell is that all about?
Is that really how he said it? Because that's not how he explained it to us at all.
Well, I'm sure he's being all sweet when he explains it to you guys. He doesn't want to sound like a f***ing dick.
Yeah, good point. I mean, so...
And then, I mean, when I said no, because seriously, I've known him over dinner for maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
He accused me of being a f***ing prude.
No, he didn't.
What?
He sure did.
How did he say that?
So weird, because I value myself as a human being, not just as a woman, but as a human being. He just doesn't want to spread my legs over cheap wine and steak.
Oh my
That
God.
makes
So-
me a prude.
What did he say to you? I mean, did he flat out call you a prude?
He did. He called me a f***ing prude at dinner, and that was that.
Oh,
and then there, I got up and I went to go get a cab to go back to my hotel.
That is so like the way he painted it was how much he enjoyed your company and how great he thought you were. Like, I would have never guessed he was that sleazy.
I would have never thought he was that sleazy when he so very nicely asked me out after we hung out all day. But as it turns out, he's no different than the majority of the sleazeballs who go to these conventions are like, hey, time to hook up, wife's not around. I mean, they're all kids.
Does this happen a lot at conventions?
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean, everyone who's ever been to a convention knows it's just like code for one big fest. I mean,
Funny.
my friends.
I was joking about that earlier. We were talking about it, and I was like, that's the way at least I would think of conventions. Wait, I mean, I guess you get a bunch of horny businessmen out there. Is this the first time something like this has happened to you?
Actually, it is, because this is the first time I've ever said yes to going to dinner with anyone.
Yeah.
Normally, I just go, I do my thing, I hang out with whoever's there, and I just go back to my hotel room and go to bed.
Yeah.
So he told us that he tried to text you after your date.
Oh,
And-
yeah, he sure did.
Oh. Did he
What
not
did he
just
say?
apologize in his text?
No. I mean, he did. He's like, listen, I'm sorry if things got out of hand. And I wrote it back. I'm like, just don't contact me ever again. And then the guy has the balls to say, well, you don't know what you're missing with this. And I'm like, what?
That's so
He really
gross.
said that to you?
He really, I still have the text message.
Wow.
my
He,
gosh,
he,
that is
he
so-
left all of that out. It didn't, from his side of the story, it sounds like he was very sweet to you after, like, I really apologize for asking you to go back to my room. That was so wrong of me. Wouldn't you love to just kind of talk to him about it, though?
Actually, I really wouldn't like to talk to him about it. I hope I never talk to him or see him again
Oh,
at all.
that's a shame, because he's on the phone listening right now. He wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Kira, don't you think you're like over-exaggerating this?
No, I seriously am not over-exaggerating. I have those text messages that you sent me, and you're like a foul, crass pig, and I don't want
All right,
to talk to you
well,
anymore.
Kira, please, just hang on one second, all right? I apologize for the text messages, and
You know, like, it isn't really me, but, I mean, at the same time, we were both drinking a lot. I don't remember sending you that text message. I remember apologizing, but I don't remember saying anything about my dick. I wouldn't do that.
I thought it was just another piece of proof of what a disgusting pig that you are, that I saved it, showed it to all the women that I know that are going to the convention in a week to make sure that they didn't as much as even say hello to you.
So awesome.
But you know what? You were the one that went out with me. Didn't you just say that you knew that's what these conventions were all about, and yet you came out to dinner with me? You can't place this on me.
What? I went out to dinner with you. I didn't go back to your hotel room with you and then suddenly become a prude. There's a big difference when you learn it.
Well, but here's the deal. You got me going. We were there together, and then all of a sudden you're going to walk away? That sounds like a prude to me.
What?
We were drinking, you were flirting, you were trying to get me going, and you got me going.
Oh my God!
James, why do you have to say it like that?
Stop!
It's true. You did it to me. You got me.
Oh my God. Seriously, you guys, I'm so sick of this guy. He's a pig. If you can't tell that, all of you are delusional.
No, I don't think anybody doubts that. Everybody's on your side with this one, Kira.
Once I heard the phrase "got me going"
Oh, God.
a few times in there,
So
I'm on board. Hey, Kira, regardless, would you like to go out with James again on a second date? I'd love to pay for it.
No. Huh.
No?
Hell no.
What if we don't get him going as bad on this date?
Oh. I would sooner go out with my dog.
Yeah, you know, whatever, you prude. You need to learn how to throw your signals out.
Yeah, it's definitely Kira's fault.
Go get a prostitute next time, honey.
Well, you know what? There's another convention coming up. I'll see what I can do.
Now you guys got me going with that whole prostitute thing. And when you got me going, you got me going.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi. Any idea why I'm calling you today?
I can't say I do. No.
Do you want to know, or should we just hang up?
I would love to know what's going on.
Well, we got an email about you from one of our listeners. That's why I'm calling.
Okay.
Her name is Suzanne.
Suzanne.
Yes.
Okay.
And you guys went out on a very long date recently.
Is that what she said?
That is what she said. She emailed us. So we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So Suzanne told us about how your regular date turned into like a 24-hour thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she told us that she couldn't really make it the full 24 hours. And then you guys got in an argument after. And she tried to text you and apologize and would actually like to go out with you again, but you haven't responded. So she's wondering if she did something wrong.
Well, she didn't make it the full 24 hours. What she did wrong.
Wait.
That's it?
Are you joking, right?
I'm not joking.
What? So because she wanted to leave after, I mean, I don't even know what hour you guys were in. I think it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, she said.
Yeah, it was around 11:30.
And that's why you're upset?
Well, I mean, we made a pact. We did the whole pinky promise thing, and she broke the pact. So, no, I don't know if I would like to see her again.
Whoa.
But you can understand it. I mean, 24 hours is a long time to stay up.
Well, yeah, 24 hours it's a long time, but I've done it before.
Okay.
I did it with a girl once, and we made it 29 hours. It's not impossible. It's my way of weeding people out that aren't going to follow through on things.
What?
Why would I want to waste my time with someone who isn't going to commit, you know?
Wait, hold on. It's like a test that you do with all dates or some dates? What's the story here?
Not all dates, but if I feel that there is a lot of potential in somebody, then I say, okay, well, maybe we should try the 24-hour date.
Mm-hmm.
And it's worked before. Unfortunately, that relationship did not end up going so well. But I figured, you know, Suzanne is really good. I like our connection. You know, we watched Parks and Rec. We could totally make it 24 hours. Clearly, she could not.
Okay, so that's legit. The reason why is that she didn't make it an entire 24 hours. It sounds like she got close.
Yeah. It's more than her not making it 24 hours. She is a quitter.
What?
Quitter.
I feel like that's, I mean, here's the thing. She really likes you, and you obviously liked her enough to put her through whatever weird test you have.
Well, yeah, that's why it was really hard for me. That's why we got into such a big argument, because I really did have a wonderful time with her.
Sure.
And I mean, if you like someone enough to hang out with them for 24 hours, your body can do it. Your mind is stronger than your body. I was able to do it. I was going to do it. She clearly did not like me enough to be able to do it.
That is really, I'm married and I couldn't do that with my husband.
Do you two have commitment issues?
Yeah, they do, man.
Yes, for sure. I mean, anybody who can't stay up for 24 straight hours, definitely.
Committed.
So it's a character flaw for you that she wasn't able to make it the 24 hours.
Exactly. How am I supposed to trust in her
and commit to her if she can't even commit to 24 hours of being together?
I mean, I don't know anyone else that has this test, and they all seem to be able to stay in a committed relationship.
Listen, I know I am obviously a little different, and you guys don't agree with how I do things, but I've had lots of issues in the past. This is how I do it. It sucks, but that's just how things go.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, you know what else sucks, but that's kind of how things go is I'm a liar, and I lied to you at the beginning of this because Suzanne is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh, God. What do you want, Suzanne?
Whoa.
Wow. Okay. I thought I was calling to get you to go out with me on a second date.
Oh, well, I mean, we never even completed the first date, so I'm not sure how we could get to a second date without, going chronologically.
I apologize about that, and I also apologize for how I left. I told you I was sorry.
So sorry that you're having to go through a radio show. Come on, Suzanne. You're more committed to getting attention through a radio show than just, committing to 24 hours a day.
Wow. Okay. No, that is not. No, I was very committed. It's not like I trained for this in advance and failed. Yeah. It was a very moment decision.
Clearly, it's not too much work to go through Brooke or whatever.
Whatever his name is.
I like Julie. That's fine.
Look, I really tried, okay? It just wasn't fun anymore. I just was tired, and I wanted to go home and take a shower and rest.
You were going to. There was an end in sight. What's it going to be like if we ever got into a relationship? Is it okay if I just, try not to cheat but end up slipping up? Is that, oh, sorry. Sorry, I couldn't make it.
Oh, my God.
That's not a comparison.
Not even.
We were literally together for 18 hours straight. I feel like that's...
So you couldn't make it 6 hours more?
No.
George, I think you need to slow down. You could be missing out on something really great. Yeah, commitment's important in a relationship, but so is flexibility and compromise and the ability to listen to someone else's needs. And her need was to go to sleep.
I am a very busy person. I don't have much time to be with people who aren't going to be what I need.
Whoa.
You understand?
Okay, and you need someone who doesn't sleep.
Exactly. I mean, look, Suzanne, I was having a wonderful time. That's why it hurt me so much. We were having a great time, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you just start yelling at me, calling me a liar for some reason, and it broke me. It was like you were stabbing me in the heart. I saw a real future with you, and then you just completely shattered that dream.
Oh, okay. That's not exactly how it happened.
You don't really operate in the middle on much, do you, George? It's kind of extreme on everything.
You might call it extreme. I call it definite. I don't want to date a quitter.
What?
Okay. You know what? Fine. Then maybe we should just not do this.
Or we could ask George. George, would you like to go out with Suzanne on a second date? We will pay for it.
You know what? No, it sounds like she's quitting on the call, too. So I think I'm fine.
Oh, my gosh. Suzanne, I think you dodged a bullet.
Yikes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, look, she can't follow through on anything. She can't follow through on the phone call, can't follow through on playing Frisbee. What's next?
Follow through on playing Frisbee.
You're a horrible person, Suzanne.
I know.
I forgot about the Frisbee.
Suzanne, I'm sorry that you didn't get a second date, and well, hopefully you can dig deep and find some kind of work ethic and not give up on things, so easily.
Look, George, I'm sorry I didn't live up to your expectations, but maybe you can find someone who's I don't know, addicted to Adderall or
Yeah, there you go, George.
You know what? If that's what it takes.
That's what. All right. If there are any Adderall addicts out there who want to date George, text them 78592.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking to speak with Marianne.
That's me.
Hey, Marianne, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
What's up?
Not much.
Hey, Marianne.
How are you doing today?
Oh, hi. I'm doing well. A little confused, but cool.
Any idea why I'm calling you?
I'm really hoping I won a big prize.
You might have won a big prize. Yeah. I don't really know how tall he is or how much he weighs. He could be big. I have no idea.
What does that mean?
That means that one of our listeners emailed us because they want to do a second date update with you.
What?
Do you know what that is? Have you heard the second date update before?
I've heard it sometimes on my commute.
Okay.
I'm now trying to think, who's I on a date with?
Well, his name is Kevin.
Oh.
Rings a bell, it sounds like.
Yeah, it does.
Well, we just talked to Kevin, and he told us that you guys met on Tinder and went out for drinks, spent a lot of time talking celebrity gossip and stuff, and then went back to his place.
Oh, wow. Okay, you guys know all of that.
Yeah, we do. We also know that at one moment he went to go change, and then you just left.
Yes, I did.
I did do that.
He said that you left in such a hurry that you didn't even bother to shut the door.
Yeah, I got out of there as quick as I could.
Do you mind telling us why?
I don't know. It feels weird to air his dirty laundry, you know?
Yeah, but he wants his dirty laundry aired. That's the whole reason he emailed us.
Yeah. But it's not going to be great for him, really. I don't know if he knows what he's asking for.
I feel like it's a public service at this point. If you had to leave a man's place that quickly, he needs to know.
So you guys are sure?
Yes.
Yes, we're
and
positive.
I'm dying to know, so you have to tell us.
You really want to know?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys basically know the whole date, right?
Yeah, unless there's anything he hasn't told us.
Okay. So he left to go to the bedroom to go change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he was kind of in there for a while, you know, and I got kind of bored, so I thought, oh, I'll surprise him in the bedroom, you know. I thought, oh, that would be fun.
Nice.
Okay.
So, but I opened the door a little bit, and he didn't see me, but he's laying out stuff on the bed.
What do you mean? Like clothes to change into or something?
Yeah.
No, like, God, this is so awkward. Like stuff that he didn't clear with me before.
Stuff that he didn't clear.
Like,
Can
wait.
you just tell us, like, what stuff?
It was kind of dark in there. I really couldn't see. There were a lot of things, but I for sure saw a pair of handcuffs and a whip.
On your first what?
You're telling me that he was laying out, like, perverted, like, objects on the bed for you?
Yes, he was preparing to go all 50 Shades of Grey on me. I didn't know.
There was never a discussion beforehand, like, what are you into? Are you on the same page as me?
No, we talked about celebrity gossip the whole time.
That is so forward. I mean,
Are you sure that's what you saw?
I'm 99% sure, and that's why I was scared, and that's why I had to leave.
I
Normally,
don't blame you.
ease into the handcuffs and whips, you know?
Yeah, that's more of a relationship thing once things get stale or something.
Or a second date, you know?
Whatever you guys are, at least you talk about it before you just bring it out. That's the point.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he could have at least picked a movie choice to go with it, but, you know, it freaked me out, so I left.
Okay, so you think he's a pervert, and you don't want to talk to him.
I mean, no, I don't want to shame anyone for their sexual preferences, but I don't want to, I mean, I got scared. I left. I don't want to talk to him.
Okay, well, that's a shame, because Kevin's actually on the other line listening and really wants to talk to you right now.
No.
Yep. Kevin?
Oh.
Hey, Marianne.
Whoa.
Oh my God, I can't believe you're on the phone.
Well, there's no other way to get in contact with you, but now I realize why you haven't.
Oh my God, I can't listen to him without being kind of creeped out now, Kevin.
Okay, give me a chance, though. Give me a chance. I'm sorry. You weren't supposed to see that, and it was just a precaution. I didn't know that if you were 100% like down with it, but I just wanted to be ready, you know?
A precaution?
Yeah, Kevin, what's your plan there? Like you start making out with her and then you...
Handcuffs.
Yeah.
You know. It takes you 5 minutes, and you know what's needed, and I can do it all.
I can do it all.
So you're a pleaser then, Kevin, is what you're trying to say.
I'm a what?
Pleaser?
Yeah. That's all I was trying to do. If that was something that she was into, I would have had her. If it was the opposite, then I would have had her.
Oh my gosh.
I would have had you, Marianne. I would have held you if you wanted to be held, and I would have whipped you if you wanted to be whipped.
Wow.
This is really freaking me out. I'm really glad I ran out of the room.
Well, for the record, those handcuffs you saw, they weren't for you. They were for me.
That doesn't make it better. That doesn't make it look weird.
Kevin, can you really not see how this is maybe a little too much the first time you meet somebody?
I mean, I can definitely see how it could be too much if it's not your type of thing. But, you know, if it's not your type of thing, then I wouldn't have presented it to you. But I don't know who you are.
It's my type of thing.
Everything you say, Kevin, just gets creepier and creepier. How do you do it? I'm impressed.
I'm not trying to be creepy. I'm just trying to be real with you. I'm an honest person. That's me.
Hey,
at heart.
Yeah, maybe a little too honest, Kevin. I'll ask a question, though. Marianne, would you like to go out on a second date with Kevin? We will pay for it.
No. The handcuffs are not in my future, and they shouldn't be in his.
Marianne, that's a shame because I can do lots of things. You saw one part of me, and I can give you more. And I really like your smile, and I really like to see you again.
Creepy.
No, you freaked me out beyond all repair. I am freaked out.
Oh.
All right. Well, Marianne, if you ever do come around to see the joy of whips and you know handcuffs,
I'll be here.
Whoa.
Thank you very much. If I change my mind, sure, I'll do that. But nope, I don't think I will.
All right. Well, Kevin, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date.
Yeah, well, at least I know now why she left.
Yes.
I won't do that again.
And I think you've ruined the dating game for every Kevin on Tinder ever after this.
Maybe I helped it. Maybe we know now.
Maybe.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hey, can I speak to Dylan, please?
This is him.
Dylan, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I think you might have the wrong number.
Oh, I don't think I have the wrong number. Your name's Dylan, right?
Yeah, this is Dylan, but I don't know Jubal.
No, that's fine. You're not supposed to know me.
I don't understand.
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a morning radio show, and I'm calling you because one of our listeners recently sent us an email about you. Her name is Kelly, and you recently hung out with her.
Kelly.
Let me refresh your memory. You were out at a club a little while ago. You guys hung out for a while, had a good time. Then she texted the next day asking if you wanted to hang out solo with her, and all you sent back was ha ha.
Ouch.
And laughed at her.
Oh, don't keep laughing.
Oh, that Kelly. I remember her.
Okay, so you do remember.
Yeah, sure.
All right, well, Kelly emailed us because she felt like there was some sort of a romantic connection there between you two, but is wondering why you would just laugh at her and then blow her off.
Wow. That really couldn't be further from the truth.
Ouch.
Really?
That sucks.
I mean, we had things in common that we were talking about. I mean, she was nice to talk to. She was fun.
All right. Well, why would you laugh at her when she asked you out on a date? That seems kind of rude a little bit, don't you think?
Well, no, she was joking, obviously. I mean, why would I go on a date with Kelly?
I don't know, because maybe you thought she was cute and funny and fun to hang out with.
I mean, you're nice to a straight girl, and they just can't figure it out.
Nice to a straight girl? Is that what you said?
Oh.
Yeah.
You're not straight, are you?
Obviously, she figured that out. We'd hung out the whole night with her and her friends.
Okay.
We even talked about her cute friend, the blonde guy, and I kept asking her about him. And then
So,
I just figured she knew and was joking around with me.
oh yeah, she had no idea, dude. She thought you were totally into her and thought maybe even when you asked everybody back to your place at the end of the night, you were kind of hoping that she would go back there with you.
Oh, I was actually hoping he would go back there. And, I mean, it was also just a fun night to hang out with everybody.
Okay. Well, why not just tell her that you're gay instead of just laughing at her?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, I was not trying to hide the fact that I was interested in her friend.
That is awesome.
She didn't pick up on that at all.
Yeah. Oh, my God. How is that possible?
I have no idea. Why don't we ask her, Dylan? Because Kelly's actually on the other line listening.
What?
Yeah.
You're gay?
Very. I'm shocked that you didn't notice. We hung out all night with you and your friends.
But you're gay?
Is there another kind of gay?
I don't think there's half gay. Yeah, I think.
But
Unless
you
you're
did
bisexual,
not
which is fine.
come across as gay at all to me.
How would you not know? We liked all the same things. We were laughing about the same things.
Common.
Well, we do have that in common because I'm gay.
Oh my God! I am
We even think the same guys. We think the same guys are cute. We were talking about actors we thought were cute.
I thought we were talking about actors we liked, not liked, but just admired.
Well, I definitely admire Brad Pitt.
Oh God! Well, yeah, I get that now.
When he played Achilles. Oh.
Okay. I can't believe this is happening. I'm so embarrassed. I'm mortified. I'm embarrassed. Yeah.
Honey, it's okay. A lot of straight girls' gaydar is way off, and yours is obviously way off. I'd still love to hang out with your two friends, the blonde guy.
I just thought we were having normal conversation, like, oh, how do you know this person? Oh, where do you know this person from? I did not think you were fishing for details about him.
Oh, I was asking about him. He seemed really cool.
Wow. He is cool. He's very straight.
Oh.
No, he's definitely not straight.
What are you talking about? He is very straight.
I think we've established that your gaydar is a little off.
In the case of you, yes, obviously it was really off. But Jason is straight. He has a girlfriend of 3 years.
A lot of us have
He is
girlfriends.
straight.
It does not make him straight.
It's true.
Trust me, I've been gay all my life, and your friend, gay. And I think he likes me.
Oh.
He is straight.
Kelly, trust me, if you gave him 10 minutes alone with me, he would not be straight.
Wow. Someone thinks highly of themselves.
Well, you like me a lot.
Oh.
Dylan, are you really still trying to get a date with this guy?
Absolutely. He was cute.
Nice.
Kelly, do you want to hook him up with your friend?
No, he's straight. No.
Oh, my God. You straight girls are so stupid sometimes.
I've been saying that my whole life. Straight girls are so dumb.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I have to ask it anyway. Kelly, would you guys like to go out on a second date? I will pay for you guys to go out on a second date.
Do it for fun.
If we can hang out with all our friends again, that would be good.
I tell you what, we'll hang out. I'll bring Jason. And if you can kiss him by the end of the night and get him to kiss you back, like really kiss you back, I will give you $20.
Whoa, what a big offer.
Dylan,
I mean, you don't have to give me $20. I'll do that for free.
all right. So, Dylan, do you accept the action on this bet?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Well.